Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome, welcome. Okay, hold up. Let me, here you go. Good morning. I should say good afternoon. Good afternoon. I almost said good afternoon to my goof troops. Good afternoon to my goof troops. Hi. Look at my hair. Look at my hair. You guys are gonna laugh at me. I was just coming back from running an errand. Hi, Goose. I was just coming back from running an errand, and gotta love when I don't look in the mirror. And I had like the heat in the car was like fuming, right? And I'm like, what the frig? So I shut the heat off, and I'm like, I felt like I'm considering my age. I'm like, what's going on? This doesn't make any sense. Freaking dying. I got the windows down, wicked hot. I'm like, what are these hot flashes? Like, what is this shit? Like, can menopause kick in this? So I'm just messing with myself, you know? And I couldn't cool down. My new car has a heated steering wheel and cars. I mean, in their seats. I had no idea. So my daughter had the car last night, so she must have put like the heater on the freaking seats and the steering wheel. I didn't know for the life of me. That's why I was like burning. I'm like, you gotta be freaking kidding me. Hi. So I felt like a super dumbass. I'm like, all right, well, I'm like, at least it was like, all right, I'm not going through menopause, like early menopause, like I thought it was on fire. I was like, what the frig? A heated steering wheel? Like, this is nuts. Nuts. Technology. I'm so used to like my old school car. I had that for like, I don't know, we got it new and I had it for like 10 years. So I didn't have heated seats. Big man, telling you. So it made me feel way better that I knew that it wasn't like me that was like just on fire. I mean, of course I'm on fire. I'm on fire. But like it made me feel better. So I just wanted to bring to your attention, okay? I had a couple reads today and I told them I'm gonna use you for a good example because they had this beautiful blessing, this brand new start right in front of them, and they didn't even see it. So it's like that's how I know so many people can miss these opportunities, okay? Because she's like, she didn't look at it as a new opportunity until I broke it down to her. You know what I'm saying? So, I'm glad I had that conversation with her or whatnot. It's not snowing yet. Um, I'm glad I had that conversation with her or whatnot, but it was like clear as day. Like as soon as you switch your focus and certain things and you realize what's literally in front of you, and like her new start was one of the blessings in disguise where it's kind of like you got to work on you right now. Like find, I had a couple of them, so I'm trying to I don't want to mesh them in, but like beautiful new starts. And I mean, she's stoked. She's ready for him, but she didn't even see it. Like she could feel it, she couldn't see it. It was just it's so crazy. So that's what I'm saying. Like I don't want anyone to miss opportunities. You miss them, you miss them. You know what I'm saying? But shit happens. It sucks. Yeah, no, it's not snowing here. I'm supposed to go in the city later, so I don't have too long to stay on with you guys because I have a concert tonight in the city. So I got to get myself together and I want to get to where we're going before the snow. So I just don't want anyone to miss an opportunity, okay? And sometimes that opportunity is walking away from someone for something amazing to come in. Because it's not just always about a lover, all right? A lot of you, it's time to self-comfort, okay? So you all at different stages of things, but as soon as you accomplish that one more thing, boom, there it is, okay? I ordered a new deck of cards too. Those should be in today. I didn't, like, really do, like, any, like, research on them. I just kinda I saw one and I was like, "Alright, let's do this." Hey, someone I watch, 'cause I only watch 2 people, she's got a new deck, and I don't know what deck it is. She doesn't have her comments on, so I can't even ask, but I want them. I want them. I remember what some of them look like, so I'm just gonna Google certain things, see if I can locate them. Which is funny because I always have I always have those cards before she starts using them, and then I'll realize, like, within a month or so, she'll start using decks that I've already been using, but I'm like, "Oh, you freaking one up on me?" She's one up on me, but I want this deck. I gotta figure out what it is. I don't know what it is. I'll figure it out. I'm good like that. When Court wants to be detective, I can be detective. I can go into detective mode. So, how many decks do I have? Too many. Too many. I think last time we counted, it was like 60 something. Too many. A lot. A lot of decks. So, I'm gonna throw the sound in the background. What's the sound in the background? Music. No, I don't, Ramon. I love tarot, guys. And I was saying that to somebody this morning, and she got upset, but, like, I tried to explain to her, like, you guys need to understand, like, I was obsessed with tarot, and the reason why I'm sitting in this chair today is because I found a passion in something, and nobody could break anything down to me so I could freaking understand. No one tried to help me heal, to help me see anything, and I was like, "This," like, I understand cards are energy and they're giving you, like, little its and bits of, like, little things, but, like, all that information never got me anywhere. You know what I'm saying? So, I incorporated that. Obviously, now here I am, but, like, you really gotta, like, no matter how much tarot you watch, really still gotta focus on you, what you want in your life, like, you can't expect somebody to come in and fix you and make you happy because you gotta find you happy first, because if that's what you're relying on, then it's gonna be all good in the first 6 months, you know what I'm saying? It's gonna be freaking awesome sauce, you guys are gonna be on fire, and then, like, 6 months down the road, you're gonna be, like, in the same effing scenario because you never hashed out shit, you never cleared up your karma, you never addressed something, and it's like you both sit there months later and you say to yourself, like, "I don't understand, like, we were just so happy, like, how'd we get here?" Well, because it was shit that should have been discussed that wasn't discussed. You know what I'm saying? So it's like sometimes you gotta take that 3 months, 6 months to yourself, figure it out. Shit hit rock bottom, let it, because I'd rather have a year of misery and finding me and enjoy the rest of my effing life. You know what I'm saying? Than to sit in that stagnant ass shit and repeat that over and over and over. Like, I'm too smart. And people keep saying, like, "Where you going? Where you going?" Like, all the clients, and I'm like, "I can't tell you, like, I don't even, like, I feel like it's going to be a drastic shift," and I try to explain to her, "I can't keep doing this, having the same conversation over and over and over and over, like, I came here to expand people's minds, to make them feel better about themselves, to find a passion, to get going in life, you know what I'm saying? So, it wouldn't make any sense for me to sit here and continuously read the same cycle over and over and over, you know what I'm saying? So, I don't know. But you're all welcome to come. Because you're coming, if you choose to. Ah, I'm buffering. I just buffering. I don't wanna buffer. I don't wanna buffer. So, and that's not me being harsh. That's the reality. I don't if I was to stay and do the same thing over and over and over, like, I wouldn't get nowhere, because watching all those tarot readers didn't get me nowhere. Where it got me is here, to explain things in a different way so people can understand it in a different way. Okay, so it wasn't beneficial for me 2 years to watch tarot every day, and I got nothing out of it. Okay, so I'm not gonna continuously do this year after year after year. That would keep me stagnant. You know me. I'm straight with rocks and boulders and stones. Nah, they can go. I can go kick those rocks. Like I'm all set with that shit. So shit's shifting. All right. So I'm ready. I hope you guys are ready. I hope you guys are ready. I hope you're ready. All right. So what's today's date? 14th, 15th. Um, it's one of those. Okay. We got the lovers. We got the lovers. But this is like the thing that see, this is what's throwing me off. The red in this card, red itself, okay, speaks of wisdom. So the woman, she is smart as AF. To be true to myself. You guys seem like you're happy. I mean, love is always about making decisions, but it's your decision on whether or not you choose to go this route. You choose to be happy. You choose to see the light. You choose to let something grow. I don't know what it's trying to tell me though with this gentleman. Tell me about the gentleman. That's too many. Tell me about this gentleman. I just want to know about this gentleman real quick. I don't know how to break him down to you right this second. All right, so he's a little forceful, which I did not see that in this description. So be true to yourself, because this person's gonna come in with some force. All right, like whoo, like I'm king shit, confident, ready to go, giddy, charming. Okay, obviously, likes to take control of the situation. Like, whoa, slow your roll, Budski, slow your roll. All right, because these mamas have learned a huge lesson. Okay. Um, but I mean, so far so good. I'm not like stressing over it. All right. So it's saying you just pulled the Queen of Cups and the Queen of Swords. So not only are you like this Empress or whatever she is in here, I mean she's freaking wicked smart. Okay, she's wearing the red cloak, but like what this is asking again is you need to use your intuition, but at the same time you need to be very practical about this, very logical. Okay, like this is not just, yeah, it's your soul. Okay, but it's also at the same time it's be smart. Be smart. If this person makes you happy, then so be it. That's effing amazing. Okay, but be smart on how you proceed. Okay, um just be smart with how you proceed. And this can go like either way, guys. I mean, it could be like you could be in the masculine energy and vice versa or whatnot. But like here we go again with that dang 7 of Wands that wants to pop out for dates. It's up to you guys whether or not you want this. Listen to me. What I'm starting to notice, and I knew it was going to happen, I didn't really know I needed to stress it, but it's coming. Okay, so when this person comes back around, rolls back around in your life, just because it's a meant to be scenario and it's destined, and chances are it looks great, you guys are gonna be okay. But you also have to understand things have to be done differently in order for it to go that route. Because you still have somebody who's very guarded, okay? And you can't get nowhere with your guard up. You can't. It defeats the purpose. I've learned that. There's no reason, okay? So if someone's gonna have their guard up for like a little while and it's a temporary thing, then you know what? Make sure you give that right back to them. But not like not in a way like, well, if you don't, you want to see the reciprocity, okay? You want to see the duality here. So it's like I want you to be able to let your guard down, obviously, but like you just have to be smart about how you proceed and the amount of time that it takes. So whatever they're putting in, you put in the same amount of energy. If it's lack of energy and it's like this, then because you want to be able to break barriers and boundaries, but so I want to be like someone's got to be the bigger person, but it's not about that. I don't want you thinking, oh, I'm gonna be the better person, because that's how you can get yourself back in a cycle. So it's kind of like this shit's gotta get nipped in the butt, okay? Um, and this is the fourth day this card's come out. It's rivalry. Um, what's the name of this deck? This one is trying to look it up. I forget. Um, I mean, rivalry is rivalry. It doesn't always mean competition. It could just mean being on the same playing field. That's what I'm saying. Like, that's the whole duality of it, is what I'm trying to be. Not like, oh, there's somebody else in this competition. You want to be on the same playing field, but like, I don't like that, because yeah, you gotta be smart, okay? Mind, body, soul. You gotta use it all, okay? You gotta be practicality here too. But like, I don't want you to get stuck at a 7. Like, I don't. So it's like, what are you trying to say? Maybe you guys are just both at the same playing field. Like, maybe this is not competition. Oh, shit. I do got 2 women on the board. I don't think that's what it is, though. Okay. I really don't. Tell me about the Queen of Swords. Tell me about the Page. Okay. We got the Page of Swords with imagination, so it's thought. So no, this is, you got to put your mind into it, clear as day. All right, it's your mind. You gotta use your wits here. You gotta be smart, okay? But you gotta be able to use your wisdom too. You're intuitive. You know what I'm saying? You want the harmony. You know how to create it. All right, you can create the harmony. All right, like, you can do it. So it's the same person. All right, but it's like, there's no competition. It wouldn't consist. This has nothing to do with competition right now. This is duality, okay? But I don't feel like, I don't want to tell you guys to have your guard up just as much as they do, because that shit's got to be broken. You won't get nowhere if you keep your guard up like that. Like, you got to be a little guarded because it's new. You got to know you're not being manipulated, played with. Like, you got to be smart, okay? Um, eh, so that's that's tough. You're gonna have to use your brain here too. All right, but that's like common sense. But maybe it talks about this being so powerful, like this situation so powerful that you could get lost. But like, to me, this is duality. But with them, with your mind, with your body, with spirit, like, it's a whole bunch of balance. Like, then you got the 6 of Wands. Like, it can be successful, like, but you have to think about it successfully. So this is where the positivity comes in. So this is why it's like, there's no way it's telling me to be at the same level when it comes to that. Duality when it comes to other things, yeah. Reciprocity, yeah. But like, not with keeping your guard up. Like, that shit's gotta, that's that barrier that's gotta break, okay? Because that's a barrier that can cause a wheel to repeat. So that's a challenge, but it can be successful, but it has to be approached in a very smart way. You gotta be wicked smart, ladies and gents. Okay? Yeah, you gotta be a grown ass, smart, mature adult. in order to know how to proceed with this. This is not like foolish games, or you're just gonna set yourself up. Hmm. I think the woman's smart enough to realize that she might have to manipulate the energy a little bit, which is all good. Go for it. Some of you are not gonna like me for that one, but it's all good, okay? Because that's the type of person you're dealing with. All right, you might, but not play games, but you might have to use your wisdom and take advantage of it. You might have to one up him here and there just to check him, if that makes sense. Please tell me that makes sense to you. Or I'm gonna have to break it down a different way. But it doesn't make you a better person or a smart ass. It's just, it's the type of energy you're working with. Okay. Because that barrier has to be broken. It can't remain up. Okay. It won't always be like that, but like I think you're dealing with somebody who's a little, I don't know, a little domineering. You might have to check them a couple times, all right, but not in a bad way. Like until you guys can figure out how to balance out the energy, which is why they're asking you to do the whole mind, body, soul type thing, which makes sense, you know. Um, your foundation. A lot of you guys right now, go. A lot of you guys might right now might be moving. Because this is a rebirth. The sun's about to shine again. Okay, I think you've been waiting for a long time, but I think you see things moving. I think you see things shifting because the sun will come out tomorrow. Okay, as soon as you find you're happy, like you're renewed vitality, you know. So like, and this is saying like that weight's not there anymore. You know, like I mean, there's strawberries growing here. It's gonna be sweet. It's gonna be sweet. It's gonna bloom. It's gonna grow. Okay. So don't worry about your foundation. Um, you gotta break down the old foundation to have a new foundation anyway. You know, if you move, plant some fruit. Plant some fruit. But like this is brand new. This is brand new. Could be a brand new lover. It's brand new. Brand new decision. Okay. Brand new foundation. When you got foundation right next to rebirth, it's brand new. You know, like the tower came in last week. It's still hitting some people. It might hit this week. It might hit next week. Others, you know, majority of us, it hit last week. Okay. Um, things could be happening. It's time to build from the ground up. All right. Tell me about rebirth. Just stuck to the table. Tell me about rebirth. But I mean, you have the Two of Cups here. You got the Two of Cups, the lovers. All right. You got the Ace of Swords. You have, what is this? Stability, which is the Six of the Nine. Oh no, the Nine of Cups. The Nine of Cups and the Five of Discs. All right. So what this is basically saying is, I feel like you're not gonna feel or have that restriction. I don't know what that is. I just saw it. You know what I think it is when your pants get so old they shed? Not shed, but you know what I'm talking about? Because I feel like I can't get it. I don't know. It doesn't even matter. I just noticed it. Sorry. Um, sorry for the distraction. But to me, the restriction's over. Like the truth's coming in. Like if somebody wasn't talking, like that's done with. Like it's time. Like in this Nine of Cups, okay. Like it's time to come in and have a conversation. But this Nine of Cups is all about stability. You know what I'm saying? And it's right next to the foundation, the rebirth, okay, because that's what it clarified. So I mean, it can definitely be stable. All right. I feel like the way you guys are going to interact with each other is going to be on a whole new level. Okay, like you're not, those restrictions, they're not, you might have, nah, I don't see you having any. All right. Yeah. See, that's the end of that shit. That's a wrap. That's a wrap. Okay. The restrictions are over. I think you guys are going to process, relate, compensate, conversate differently. Like, I think like you're smarter. Like, it's like the words you use, the way you think, like you're just smart. You're smarter than what you were. Okay. I don't know if they're bringing that up where there might be a little bit of a barrier now because the way you guys conversate is going to be completely different and shifted, which is great because that's what you want. But for some, might have a tough time with that. But don't worry. Like, don't go, like, if you were getting blocked or anything like that shit's over. You know, like, that's the end of that. It's like, so it looks like smooth sailing, but it's not, you're not gonna be rocking back and forth like Rocky, you know, it's the approach, especially when it comes to the 7 of Wands, okay? And just the way you guys communicate needs to be different. If someone hits you up the same way they hit you up 2 years ago, and just for a split second, sit back before you hit them back up, approach it differently, wait for the response. If the response is still old school and immature, I don't you hit them up how you want to hit them up, but I wouldn't mess with that, okay? Because this person might come in the same way as they normally would, and you need to understand that you can't accept that. You can't accept this person coming in like that. You know what I'm saying? Because you would, right off the bat, this person would think they have the upper hand. This is where that rivalry kicks in, okay? Is in the very beginning, and that's where you got to break shit down. So if you guys are having a conversation in person, I don't think you're like going to sit here and be like, oh, I got to use super smart words. Like, no, I'm not saying anything like that. It's just there's been so much growth between the two of you that the conversation, it's just going to, your intellect, you're just smarter. You're just freaking smarter. All right. You all won the freaking spelling bee. You all won the spelling bee. Okay. Because you've been busy working on you. So congratulations. All right. So restrictions over. I don't know how you want to deal with the 7 of Swords. That's on you. I gave you my best advice. But it's still a beautiful thing. Like, it's still coming. It's still here. It's just a matter of when it kicks in. Okay. So this is just kind of advice, because now I'm looking at it like this is a conversation. Like, this is how it's gonna go. Now I'm giving you guys advice on how you should approach it because we know it's coming. So freaking God bless. Thank you. Thank you for that, because whew, I needed it. Okay. So there's that read. Uh, well, thanks, baby. I just speak from lessons, guys, wisdom, where I've been, where, you know, what, that's it. I mean, it doesn't make me better than you. It's once you start going through all this stuff and you realize, I mean, anyone can do what it is I do. All right. I'm telling you, just as obsessed as I was with if and tarot, like, it didn't get me anywhere, you know? So it makes complete sense that this is where I'm at. Okay. I don't know where I'm going next, but like I said, you're more than welcome to join the party, because it's going to be a freaking party. Can you tell? Can you tell my energy is like, woo, bring it, bring it, bring on the opportunities. Let's go. Chop, chop. I'm not rushing, but let's go. Let's do this. I'm ready to think outside the box. I'm ready to travel. I'm ready to move. I'm just ready. Freaking ready. And I'm glad we're in new before we even get the new, which has been fabulous. So I think it more or less like right now what's important is just kind of teach you guys to move forward in the process that it might take for some of you guys. But what's super important to me too to stress too is that the opportunities that were on the board today that people weren't seeing until I said, "Well, that is your opportunity," and then it's like, "Oh, you're right," and it's like, so some are gonna miss it because they're expecting one thing, but you're getting another in a different way. So I'm telling you, you got to be open to whatever comes your way, please. Whatever comes your way. Like, what if a job opportunity comes my way and it requires me moving, like out of the town? Like, I really don't want to leave the town, but if it's an amazing opportunity, I have to consider it, right? Because it'd be foolish not to, because the universe, that they have direction. Is it in my blueprint? Yeah, but they know. You know what I'm saying? It's not like just jump on any opportunity, but my body also is telling me, I just know the shift is here, and whatever comes my way it was supposed to come my way. And I don't think it's going to be one of those things where I'm like, oh, do I just do it and make the best of it? It's not. I think it's going to be exciting. Okay. Will it have some downfalls depending on like locations or certain things? Like, yeah, but you know what? I'm not worried about it because it's my blueprint. I'm done fighting my path. Like, no, no. If I got to talk about things where I'm like, oh, people might not like that. Well, if I like it and I'm passionate about it and I can figure out a way to break it down so you guys can understand why I feel the passion, then that's a whole nother scenario. I'm willing to take it because I'm not staying in this. And I love you guys. But in almost the last year, we've all learned a lot. It's time to learn something new. I told you I was not the average tarot reader. I'm not going to repeat this my whole life over and like I don't have it in me to do that because that's keeping me stagnant, and I'm not keeping me stagnant. You can't. There's no stopping me now. I'm like on fire. It's like you can't ask a scorp and Cappy and just to stop and not you. No, I'm on fire. Can't slow me down. Won't stop. Can't stop. So I'm pretty excited that now I'm giving you advice on how to handle something. All right, because that's awesome. But again, however you want to handle this rivalry, this is honestly, I know it seems a little shady, but it's not. If you manipulate energy the right way, you're dealing with somebody that I think really knows how to manipulate. Okay, so here's the deal. Have I think they changed? Yeah, but you're still dealing with somebody who knows how to manipulate certain scenarios. So that shit's got to get nipped in the butt. All right, but it's not like what you give me is what I give you, or because that shit's got to stop too. You got to nip that shit in the butt too. That restriction has to be crumbled down too. You know what I'm saying? I'm not leaving you. No, you guys are coming along for the ride if you choose to. But I feel like I'm still gonna do my thing, but I have opportunities coming to me. I've already had one presented, and I know there's gonna be more presented to me. And then it's where my passion lies, and then I'll decide. So life gives you things in ways where I thought it was gonna go differently, but it comes this way. But regardless, either way, it puts me where I need to be, wherever I see my future, wherever my passion lies with whatever it is that comes and I decide to do is that's what it is. So yeah, I'm hoping you all come along for the ride. I'm not going nowhere. But you guys know for a long time now, for months, that I want something new. So, but I'm gonna want that my whole life. But so shouldn't you. We just because we learn one thing and conquer it doesn't mean like we stop. You don't stop. You keep going. So what I was saying with the whole 7 of Wands, I mean that's on you. I think you are dealing with somebody who knows how to manipulate energy a little bit. So certain things do need to be nipped in the butt. Okay. Um and it's the approach too. Don't slip into negativity. Be smarter than the average bear. Think outside the box. You got to reach your goals from a different angle. The old angle won't work. That plane crashed, okay? It was faulty. All right. The wings were freaking off centered. I don't know. It was faulty. It didn't work though. Okay. So it just needs to be done the right way. That's it. But you're smart enough. You guys are wearing the red cloak. All right. Like, you don't wear a red cloak for no reason. All right. You're freaking smart. I've taught you a lot. And you deserve everything. So on that note, I got to shower. Hi. On that note, I got to shower and get some stuff done. Okay. Like I said, I got that concert later. I don't know if I'm tickets are sold out, right? And my friends are like, well, let's just go to the door and see if there's tickets. I'm like, well, they're sold out. Like, I don't know. It's so strange. Like, I don't even know if we're going to end up there or not. It's so random, but I kind of feel like no matter what we do, we're going to have a blast. It's going to be one of those nights. It's like the Charlie's Angels walking down the street. All right. Like, there's no stopping us. Like, I'm loving that my friends are in the same energy as me right now because we're just, we got our zing on, you know? So I don't know if we'll end up at the concert or not. If I end up at the concert, I'll do like a little record for you and post it, you know? But like, I don't know where we're gonna end up, but I can just feel the momentum. But that's the best part of feeling this momentum, guys. When you feel it, work with it. Don't stop. All right. You get home and you're like, oh, if you put a damper on or you feel like there's a cloud over your head, nah, don't stop. Go to the gym, go for a jog. I'm telling you, let the adrenaline keep going. Like, this is the best time to let this energy go. Like I've told you guys plenty of times, energy can't move unless you're moving. All right. The more you're moving, you're grooving. Whatever. Why am I saying that lately? It's not a word. Don't do that whatever. It's not good. It's not good. It's not whatever. Don't use that word. Some of us use it too much. Okay. Beyonce, Dara wants you to subscribe to her channel. Okay. Somebody blocked it, but guys, it's all good. That wasn't. I think that was like a friendly thing, guys. I don't. You guys want to promote each other? Promote each other. I don't have competition. All right. Just be smart about it. Don't be foolish. If you're coming from a good heart, you're all good. Okay. Don't worry about it. Okay. There's no competition where I'm going. There's no competition in spirituality. That's why that rivalry shit, you got to nip that shit in the butt. Okay? You guys play nice, support each other. That's awesome. Okay? But don't be sneaky and don't be sneaky. All right? I'm smarter than the average bear. La mama, don't you dare. Don't you dare. All right? But that's a big sign for you guys too. All right? Like there's no competition in spirituality. You're where you're supposed to be. Where I'm going next, where I'm going, it didn't matter if it took me 5 years to get there. You want to know why? Because it's where I'm supposed to be. It wasn't for anybody else. Nobody could take my place. You know what I'm saying? And there's another thing I've been saying. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what that's all about either. Like, who am I channeling? You know what I'm saying? I feel like I'm channeling someone from Beantown. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like super, like mob. Oh, Italian, you know, badass. Which in all reality is like, nah, you're not. You're not. Because I can picture somebody, you know what I'm saying? Like I can picture it, like, yeah, I know what you're saying, but I'm not interested. Like, that's what I feel like I'm channeling. Like, yeah, I know what you're saying, but there's no interest. I don't know what it's all about though. Whatever. You guys are messing with me now. Whatever. There's no such thing as whatever. So have a fantastic day. I love you guys. Someone from The Sopranos. I don't know, but can you guys picture it? You guys, can you picture this big macho man sitting back and being like friendly enough? I'm not saying like he's like I'm sure he's a character, where everybody like laughs and loves him because he's genuine, but like just like a super goofball, you know what I'm saying? Like I can picture it. Like the one that just, makes people smile and, not the one where you like you don't tell him your secrets. Not He's not that one, you know? He's like your little drinking buddy. He's the one, for shits and giggles. He's that one, you know? You don't pay him to get the job done. You probably couldn't pay him to keep an eye on the door. You know what I'm saying? I know you guys can picture it. I can so like picture this person. But anywho, I love you guys. Have a fantastic day. I'm really out now though, because I gotta figure out where I'm going and what I'm doing. I don't know. I might stay home. Oh, the mailman's here. That means my cards are here. The cards are here. The cards are here. But if I don't go out later, because I still gotta look at the weather. All right, because I'm not driving. So if I don't go out later, I'll pull the deck out for you guys. If not, I'll hit you guys up tomorrow, and we'll break out the new deck. I forget the name of it. It's like sensual tarot or something. I don't know. It was like the high priestess, the way she was sitting. She was a freaking badass. I was like, all right. I didn't even see any other versions of like the cards. It was just that one card, and this woman was badass. And I was like, I got you. I got you. So it should be a good deck. Sounds interesting, I know. That one card caught my eye. The one card caught my eye. So that's all it took. So have a fantastic day. I love you guys so much. All right. We'll talk soon. The mailman. What do I call him? I call him the mailman. What do you call the mailman? You guys got a different word for the mailman? The man carrier? Not the man carrier. Mail carrier? Now you gotta tell me what you call your mailman. Because he's my mailman. You guys are just laughing. You don't tell me. Oh, the postman. That reminds me of like the 1960s, like the postman. All right. You definitely had a life in that era. That is for sure. That is for sure. You are one dreamy person. Woo-wee, your dreams must be on fire. You are a seductive woman, I'll tell you that. Because if I picture like the postman being seductive. I just do. I don't know. I guess that's why I call him the mailman. He's not seductive to me. He carries mail. He's a mail carrier. But a postman? Hoo-wee. Right? Now I put that all in your head now, didn't I? I don't know. You are one passionate woman, though, I'll tell you that. But you know what? Men then were like classic. All right? Like they got manners. Like nice, nice. All right. Not the milkman. He's got too many babies. Not the milkman, but the postman. I don't know. That word sounds very seductive to me right now, and I'm liking it. Hey, Mr. Postman, wanna come post up? I don't know. But I love you guys. I'm outie. I'm outie. I'm gonna ignore that. All right, because we're not gonna go there. We're not gonna go there. We'll just leave it at the postman. I think I put enough image in your head to picture whatever it is you wanna picture on whatever post you picture that person leaning on. Alright? I love you guys. Bye. Ciao. Ciao, Bella. Bye, guys. Bye. Bye.